I normally like to open up a little bit of sacred space, so that's kind of where I'm gonna start off here, and then just let it flow with whatever I feel intuitively guided to. So, Aho. Like to call to the east, and the winds, and the rising sun in the east. Taita Inti, as we like to call him in the Quero lineage. Grandfather, son, we ask that you would illuminate our path into these new beginnings, and that you would whisper in the winds to the condor and the eagle in our hearts, that they would fly together again in unison, that we would find harmony and balance and unity within the masculine and the feminine, and within this plane once more as a people. Ho Mitaki Asin, ho Mitaki Asin, ho Mitaki Asin, ho Mitaki Asin, ho. We call in the south, and the winds, and the earth in the south. We call on you, Pachamama. We ask that you would hold us and ground us to you. That as we go through these lessons in our spiritual adolescence, learning our lessons from our familial ties, that we would do so with honor in the holy way, in the way of the holy people. That we would learn to walk under the pipe in the beauty way, down the middle path. We call on you, Turtle, great Turtle. We call on you, Amaru. We ask that you would help us with the medicine in the south. We call on you, Amaru. Pachamama, great mothers of water, we ask that you would wrap your coils of light around us. That we would shed our old ways as you shed your skin. And that we would be born anew in our fullness, in our truth. Ho Mitaki Asin, ho Mitaki Asin, ho Mitaki Asin, ho. Fall on the west, and the winds, and the moon, and the water in the west. Fall on you, Brother Bear, Mother, Sister Jaguar. We ask that you would hold our hand as we go into the cave of our own hearts once more, into the womb of creation, great Mother, that we may mature and learn to know ourselves deeply in truth, that we may be willing and courageous enough to go into the unknown. We ask that you bring your bravery for us, great Mother, and help us to realize that we are one and the same, and that in the unknown, all that there is to find is more of ourselves. We ask that you would bring your protection and your strength to us as we do this deep dive into ourselves and in maturing as a people. Oh, Mitaki Asin, oh, Mitaki Asin, oh, Mitaki Asin, oh. We call in the north, and the winds, and the sky in the north. Call on you, Father Sky. We call on you, Hummingbird Spirit, Kinti, Ampli Kinti. We ask that you would teach us to fly only to the sweet nectar of life. That we would chase our heart's desire and follow our joy, for it will lead us home to nirvana. We call on Buffalo Spirit. We ask that you would teach us your steadfastness and your strength, that as we encounter storms in our life, we learn to turn into the storm, for the fastest way out of the storm is through it. We ask for your wisdom, spirits of the north, totems of the north. We call to you, archangels. I call to you, Zadkiel, Yorael, Hanael, Gabriel, Raphael, Raguel, Samuel, Jeremiel, Yophael. We call on Michael. We call on you, Metatron. We call on all of the archangels, named and unnamed, and all the most benevolent, high-dimensional beings. We call on the star guides and the star families. And we call on the ascended master forms of the divine feminine and the masculine. We call on you, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo Calf Woman, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. We call on Green Tara. We call on Ma Durga. We call on the Shakti energy that resides within all things. We call on you, Yeshua. We call on the Buddha. We call on Shiva, Krishna. We call on Horus. We call on Osiris. We call on Hathor and Isis. Brothers and sisters, ascended master realms, both those known and unknown, we ask that you would join us here with your medicine today. And we thank you for all that you have done walking for the people on this earth plane, on your earth walk. And we thank you for being with us here today. And we call on you, ancestors, 7 generations and before. And we ask that you would bring your medicine, and we would like to give our thanks to you for all that you have done for us as a people, for all of the pain, blood, sweat, and tears that you have given for us to be at this point. Call on all those generations, 7 generations and beyond us. We ask that you would bring your medicine, that we would learn to walk in an honorable and a sacred way, that this planet would be better off for you, for us having been here, and that we would leave it in a better position than we found it. Home Mitakiasin, Home Mitakiasin, Home Mitakiasin, Home Mitakiasin, to all my relations. And last but not least, we call on you, Great Spirit, Creator, the Great Mother, Divine Mother, Sophia. I would like to thank you for my life. Thank you for this beautiful creation that you have gifted us, for every breath here, for every day, for every opportunity to honor you. We ask that you bring your medicine to the people and help us to remember ourselves in truth, the unity and the wholeness and the sacredness of what we are, the divinity, the divine truth that resides within every single one of our hearts. And we give thanks to you, Mother, for everything that you have done for us. Ho Mitakiasin, Ho Mitakiasin, Ho Mitakiasin, Ho. All right. Got a little sacred space open now. Bit of energy cleanse there. Oh. All right, so I am being called to just go ahead and get into the read. I normally would do a little hop A first just to ground, but I feel very centered and guided to just go ahead and jump in. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I like to do what is, I suppose, 8-card read. It'll have the energy for whoever I'm reading for kind of in the base, and then there will be a card for each of the 4 directions, the energy surrounding you regarding kind of that direction and the medicine from that direction. And then I like to do a card from above, below, and within, the higher 3 directions of the 7 directions. And that would be more of like an oracle guidance that we like to get from Mama, from Mother Earth, from Father Sky, and then from the self within us. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in. So who am I reading for here today, Spirit? Okay, I don't take reversal, so interesting. Okay, so y'all take them both. Interesting. And what do we got here for the West, Spirit? Oh, okay. And I am feeling guided to take that for the North as well. Okay. Perfect. And then from Mother Earth, from the Divine Feminine, we ask if you have any guidance from below, the lower vibrational realm where Mother Earth takes in our hucha and transmutes it. She says this is the energy we need to know. Okay. From Father Sky, from the star families, we ask if there's any information that we need to know regarding this reading from the North and from above. You got any information for us from above? Great Spirit, star guides. Okay, I'm gonna take that. That's it, huh? Okay. Okay. Perfect. And I like to do one of the animal totem cards, sort of kind of in an oracle format for within the self, the energy that is surrounding us at this time. So, oh, all right, that's interesting. Okay. Very rare do I see that card. Okay. So I like to kind of read intuitively, y'all, and I do follow somewhat of kind of traditional understanding of tarot, Rider-Waite, and the mainstream understanding of the cards. But I also like to just listen to my intuition and my heart guidance as I look out and see kind of the spread and the design and the photo, the photography, the images, whatever it is on the cards that calls to me. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it.